and welcome to Studio Nicole. I'm Nicole, and I'm so glad you're here. Yesterday, I recorded a video going over this Amsterdam journal. I did a before flip through because I haven't actually traveled yet. And I mentioned that I had a journal bag ready to go in my suitcase so that I could do a little bit of creative journaling on the trip itself. So I'm very excited to go through this with you. It's not as small as I would have liked. I ended up packing a lot of stuff in here, and I probably will only use, a quarter of it. But that is the life of an artist, right? Is wanting to have all the possible supplies available. So it's just a small little bag that has lots of little tuck spots. And so in the middle, I have these are just a few little travel stamps. They're not particularly like space saving. I would have probably preferred, I don't know if you can see, like there's a bicycle. I would have probably preferred like a flat rubber stamp set, but I happen to have these and they're so cute. So I threw them in. Um, I have a set of little postcards. Um, Mostly they say like hello, thank you, and you're the best. And I will definitely pick up postcards along the way. But I'm finding that it's harder and harder to find postcards now in 2025 than it used to be. So I have a set that I can use just in case. And I also, because I'm traveling with students and with another instructor, these might just be nice like within our group, depending on what's going on. So I have this in the middle, and then I've also got a small stamp block because I do have, oh, whoops. So I do have somewhere in here, I thought I had a set of stamps that had like mailing things and postmarks. Maybe I don't. Okay, all right. Maybe I'll take that out if I didn't bring those stamps. Or maybe I need to find them and include them. I don't know. We'll see. Also kind of nestled in this like center space is I have a selection of small ink pads. These are Tim Holtz Distress inks. I just picked colors that kind of matched what I was using in my journal. So I have like fired brick, peacock feathers, and picked raspberry, as well as just a black, whatever. And I have a few pens. So these are metallic, paper mate, metallic pens. They, again, in colors that match. And then I have just my black Pilot G2. This is the pen that I use all the time. I probably have 20 of these laying around. I just grabbed a new one and threw it in here. And I also have the same pen in a blue, just in case I want to kind of mix it up a little bit and get fancy. I also have these like snap together letter stamps so that if I want to do some like stamping on some of the pages or on some of the paper ephemera or souvenirs that I pick up, I can do that. And that's what I really brought these little stamp pads for. Oh no, everything's falling apart. I had it in here so nicely. Um, I have just a tiny little bit of ribbon. I'm not sure what I'll use this for, but it doesn't take up a lot of room. It's not very heavy, so I'm going to try it. A little bit more of the two washi tapes that I bought specifically for this journal. This is like a pattern that just reminds me of Delft pottery. And then this is a roll of washi that's got like some houses and storefronts and things on it. I got a glue stick, of course. I have a pair of my tiny scissors. And so that's pretty much kind of like the bulk of what goes in the middle. And then everything just closes up around it. So on this side, um, I have some more Delft pottery stickers that I purchased. And stick those in. I have some additional like travel themed washi tape. Most of these are from swaps that I have done over the years. They're wrapped around little plastic cards, so they're pretty convenient to bring. I have the couple of different sticky notes. These are just regular post-it notes, but they're in colors that match the journal. And so I brought them in case I want to just make some little notes here and there and don't want to write into the book itself. These are also sticky notes. Um, Kind of like a stamp pattern. These are from a little keychain notebook. Just places to write down little stories, reminders of what happened during the day, and I can tuck them in. And then later, when I get photos from the trip, um, I can kind of attach the note or the story to the photo. And then these are some Dutch stamps that I got in a swap. These are more Dutch mailing labels. I think I purchased these on Etsy. Actually, this wasn't a swap on Etsy, but I do have quite a few of those that I can kind of arrange in there as I see fit. I also got these from Etsy. I purchased them from a Dutch seller. Um, they are stamps and they're numbered. Oh, if I can, they're all stuck in here. So they say Nederland and then they have the numbers. And I think there's numbers all the way up to 5 or 6. Oh, there's 7, 8. Oh, fantastic. So what I thought would be fun would be in my journal for each day. I could be like day one, and maybe I can use the stamps to write day, or I can hand letter day, and then I can use the stamp to show that it's day one, or day two, or day three, or day four. So that's kind of why I haven't just stuck them into the journal ahead of time because I'm not real sure exactly where I want them. So that's what I'm hoping to do with those. I have a ton of the art um, pieces. Again, I purchased this digital kit on Etsy, and these are all upside down. Um, and then I resized them, shrunk them down, printed them out on light cardstock, cut them, and rounded the corners. So I have these little journal cards that I can use, like if something like this happens and or if I see something that looks like this, right? I kind of have some extra ones around depending on what's going on in our trip. So this is just a little piece of ephemera that I swapped for, and somebody sent these. They are like brads, and there's an airplane and a camera, and there's a suitcase that I already put in my journal, and they're so cute. They're really adorable little metal brads. So I'm not sure where I'll use those yet, but they're in the kit. These were cut from a Happy Planner book, and again, they have a feel that reminds me of like the Delft pottery. So I grabbed some of these stickers that I can use to embellish photos and things along the way. And then what else I got in here? Oh, more of the art cards. Same digital kit from earlier. Oh, there's a cheese shop and some city scenes. So I can use these to write little notes about what's going on. And then this is just a little plastic pack that has some stickers and ephemera, um, just kind of random memories. Yeah, just a little random pack of paper ephemera and things. There's the other side. Looks like I somehow have some additional stickers. more developed pottery stickers. These are other stickers as well. These is like a little stamp sticker that says Flower Market Amsterdam. We are going to the Bloemen Market, so I'm gonna use those. Oh, that was my cat. She decided to join us. So I've got some stickers in there. I did bring a pack of paper clips, so that I can clip stuff in. These are the cheese notes I had mentioned in this other video that I got these from a D-stash table at a recent junk journal retreat. And these are the portrait shaped ones. Cheese name, date, origin, creamery, rating, texture, dairy type, and notes. And so I just threw these in here. I brought way more than I will actually use because I know that my students also have travel and observation journals. So I brought a bunch of them in case they wanted to share. I have quite a few project life cards. I try to pick out ones that either have like um, a travel theme or something that is generic enough that I can use for a trip. Um, there's some journal stickers from some journaling like planner books that I use. These are some offcuts from the other paper um, kits that I used to build the journal itself. So these are also kind of used throughout the journal. These are I think these were from a swap. They're some travel journaling cards, a favorite cultural custom, away we go, travel nightmare. So those are just some little cards. I have some labels, some stickers. These are from the same Happy Planner pack that I was talking about earlier. These are little envelopes. Let me just throw a few of these in there in case I need to collect little things. A lot of these are like a cut apart from the scrapbooking kit that I used and some other random papers. These are all papers I swapped for. Someone sent me these in a swap, and I love the tulips. They're so Dutch. Some more planner stickers. This was a set of Amsterdam stickers that I got on clearance at Michael's. I've used a few of them in the book, but I just threw the other ones in here. They're a little problematic because they're dimensional, like they're not flat stickers. They have like some depth to them, and so they take up kind of a lot of room both in the journal and in the book here. But I mean, in the pack here, they're cute, and I like them. And who knows? At least all of the Amsterdam stuff is together in one place. Some more stickers, book pages. Um, these were stickers from the journal, the scrapbook kit that I bought. Some letter stickers. I think there's more of those in here somewhere. These are just kind of travel tags. This was from a swap as well. Somebody sent me these, and they'd be great for making notes. What else do I have in here? So So I have a book that I picked up at Five Below, and it's kind of like a journaling book, and it's definitely probably for kids, like middle school age or what have you. But I cut pieces out of it and use it in my weekly journal all the time, and so these I thought would be great for travel. It's just asking you to like rate how epic the day was and then make some notes. And so I grabbed a couple of those that were in colors that would, work with the rest of the book. And I thought maybe I could, make notes about the cool stuff that we're doing while we're traveling. What else do I have? They don't want to fit. I'll figure those out later. Oh, here are the stamps that I thought that I had earlier. I guess I don't really need to bring all of these. I could probably um, kind of rearrange to just bring a couple of them. There is a a couple of these would work maybe. And here's the Amsterdam one. So maybe instead of bringing this whole pack, maybe I'll arrange to just bring a couple of those and the stamp block. So that's something I can definitely pare down. I have some word stickers and a whole little plastic pack of letter stickers. And that's what's in the very back of the bag. Um, you know, it's probably more than I need, and I'm aware of that. But I probably won't use it. I'll be too busy exploring the city, and then after that, exhausted and um, relaxing in my hotel room, recovering for the next day, honestly. But I hope that I'll get at least a little bit of creative time and I'll spend a little bit of time in the evenings kind of sticking stuff in. I do think that I need to bring my little stapler because I use that a lot for heavier ephemera, stuff that won't really glue or tape down well, but I can't find my staples for this. So maybe that becomes a project for today. Thanks so much for joining me today. This is my travel Amsterdam journal kit. I'm going to throw this in the suitcase. If you were worried about those scissors, I'm not taking this on the plane with me. This is going in my checked bag, so I don't need to worry about that because I probably won't do any journaling on the plane itself. It's an overnight flight, so I'm going to try to sleep. Cross fingers. There will be an after video in a couple of weeks when I go in and show you what it looks like once I've put all the ephemera and photos in. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the travel. I'm excited about these videos that I've been recording. I am just starting my channel, but I have a ton of ideas, and so this is a great start because the energy of this travel is really giving me a lot of motivation to get this done. So thanks for joining me here in Studio Nicole, and I'll see you next time.